Sometimes you will want to specify your own custom application settings so that you can change your application's behavior without needing to rebuild it. You could achieve this by using a database, but ASP.NET also offers you the ability to add your own custom settings to the web.config file. To begin this lesson, open the Mathland project from your sample files folder. When the project loads, open the ASP.NET Configuration utility. To do this, click Project, ASP.NET Configuration. The ASP.NET Configuration utility is covered in depth in Session 9 of the Essential Skills course. When the page loads, click the Application tab at the top of the screen. Now you're going to create an application setting to store the application's name. To do this, click Create Application Settings, then in the name box, type Application Name, and in the value box, type Mathland. Then click Save. Your new application setting is added, and a confirmation message appears. Close the ASP.NET Configuration utility now, and open web.config if it isn't open already. When you create an application setting, it is added to your web.config file within the App Settings tag. You don't need to use the ASP.NET Configuration utility to add application settings. If you prefer, you can simply type them into the web.config file. Next, open global.asax. I've added some code to the application_error event handler that will log any errors to a database. If these error logs were being saved into a central database, you would need to log the name of the application that caused the error. Without the name of the application, you wouldn't be able to tell which application each error originated from. Before continuing, add a using line to the top of the code by typing using system.configuration. The classes that are needed to retrieve application settings are in the system.configuration namespace, so this will make them easier to access. Now add the following code to the application error event handler in the area that is marked with a to do comment. log.errorlog_app_name equals configuration manager dot app settings application name. This code extracts the application name setting from the web.config file. Now test your code by clicking Debug, Start Debugging. When the page loads, use your web browser's address bar to navigate to a page that does not exist. An error message appears. This error should be logged to the database along with the name of the application that you specified in your application setting. Close your web browser now and use the Database Explorer window to view the contents of the error log database table. As you can see, the error has been logged, and the application name setting was retrieved successfully. Application settings are useful because they allow settings to be changed without needing to rebuild the project. Even after the project is built, you can modify the web.config file to change the site's behavior. If you want users to be able to change your application settings through the application itself, it is a better choice to store your settings in a database. Although it is possible to change the web.config file using C# code, doing so can cause problems. You would not be able to store settings for individual users in the web.config file. To store settings for each user, you would need to create a database with a user settings table that contains settings for each user. Close Visual Studio now, and you've now completed Lesson 8.1. Work with Application Settings.